Girl, so Toya and Contessa, they getting closer. Toya working on her self-care journey, and she says that Eugene can't find what makes him happy. And I feel like, yeah, we know Eugene is struggling with what makes him happy, because in my opinion, he's been focused so much on making you happy and his boys happy. This man has literally been working himself into the ground since we've met this man on this show, in my opinion. So Eugene can never get a break ever. And I feel like the least Toya can do is come up with some type of a business, girl, whether it's gonna be some type of decor or something, like come out with some type of furniture line, girl, some curtains, something, some bed sheets. Get with Portia, girl, come up with something, and not just be over here on Married to Medicine. But we also know that Toya has, I think she has like a skincare line, or she's partnered with a company to do that. But girl, you're running Eugene into the ground. But I mean, if he allows it, who the hell am I? Okay. Then she speaks on Heavenly and how it was hurtful because Heavenly sat up there and called Eugene a female, or said that he feminine or something like that. And I said, girl, now let somebody had to say that about Daddy, because Daddy ain't got no big, loud, deep voice or something, or because Daddy is short or whatever. Now, let somebody had to say that about Daddy. She'll be over there trying to rumble in the jungle, honey. So y'all know one thing about Heavenly, as funny as she is, and as much as we enjoy her, girl, you can't say none of that stuff that she be saying about folks about her. All right. But anyway, what else happened? Yeah, so they say Heavenly talks about all of her friends. She talked about everybody, and I say that's very true. She does talk about everybody. You know, it is what it is. Contessa wants to do an intervention. They call I think Simone to get her thoughts, and Contessa wants to create Heavenly's greatest hits, baby. And them hits was hitting. Do you hear what I say? Them hits was definitely hitting when we got over there to that movie theater. First of all, the basement area of Contessa's house to me is the bomb. Like, Beyonce, you got a movie theater, then you go around the corner, look like your man's man cave, or maybe a den, and ain't no girl. She got a whole other damn house at the bottom. And I'm like, I love it. But anyway, let's keep going. So Simone seems to be in agreement with this. So that's where we are. Anila and the kids, I feel so bad for the babies. The babies start crying when their nanny left. I was so the little girl, primarily the little girl, was the one that was crying the most, and I felt so bad for her. And that little girl was like, "You finna leave me with my mama? My mama don't know what the hell to do with me. Can I come with you?" Like, the little girl was just saying. I said, "I know, girl. I get it. I get it, honey." All right. So she was just saying, I just felt bad for the baby. So Eugene is working harder now that he's no longer a director. So his plan is to, what did he say? He said work more in some type of field. I forgot which field it is. I can't. What did he say? I can't. Clinical. I guess he's working in clinical or something like that. Clinical medicine or something, he said. But he's not a director at this time. So he's trying to search for a different outlet, because when the pandemic happens, a lot of these people start going crazy with trying to save lives and being just, busy in the field. But now they tap the hell out and they burnt the fuck out. And I do not disagree. I believe that 100%. These people is motherfucking tired. They are. So I don't fault him for wanting to find something else, something that's going to make him more happy to do. But I'll also be able to gain some money from it. I don't know what that's going to be. I don't know if it's going to be real estate or something else. But he kind of wants to, scale back a bit. And then when he talked about, this is when they got in the confessional, he talked about how he has to work, I guess, 2 different shifts in order to make the same amount of money that he made as a director, right? So Toya, I guess he was saying that he have to, and Toya was like, you don't have to, and I guess he wanted to. But it's like, Toya, don't say what he don't have to do, because it seems like from the nature of y'all relationship since we met you all, it's always seemed like that's something he has to do, which is work twice as hard because his wife is not working or helping out in any capacity aside from Married to Medicine. So it's like, that is something he has to do. I don't know if it's something that he truly wants to do. Maybe he wanted to be in clinical medicine or whatever it was, or whatever it is that he's in, but he may not want to have to work as much. I mean, shit, we ended up seeing him have a conversation with you about that anyway. He wants to scale back a bit. So don't make it seem like that's something that he wants to do. No, he has to do it. All right. So anyway, so Simone, Cecil, and Omarosa ended up linking up because they're trying to write this book and they need some help from Miss Omarosa. Okay. Contessa, Toya, and Simone arrived at her house early. Contessa is snatching phones from people. And I'm laughing because I said, I already knew. I said, this is not going to go well. This not when we in a world where everybody's attached to their phone, and you mean to tell me I done came in here and I gotta put my phone down. I ain't never have to put my phone down any other time, and I gotta put them up and down now. Oh wow, okay. So when she did it because Heavenly doesn't know why she's coming. A lot of people don't know why Heavenly is coming, so they want to keep everything to a minimum. So when Quiet get there, Quiet said, "Girl, what the hell is this?" Quan said, so I got to put my phone in there. Oh, girl, y'all is ruthless, honey. Well, I guess if I got to do all that, then let me get the hell on. Because first, Anila dropped hers willingly. She just gave it up. Quan said no, so Quan was going to go out the door. Girl, the way Simone and Contessa ran out there, I was laughing so hard, especially when Toya said, it worked out for me. Like, I don't mind if the bitch leaves. Like, I'm fine with it. She don't want to drop her phone, then get the hell on, okay? What Miss Wanda say? Shake a bone? Girl, she ain't trying to shake that phone. So I guess you got to get the hell on. But anyway, ran out the Quiet, brought Quiet back in. Life is cool now, right? But then when Jackie get done, Jackie said, where you want me to do what? So I can't see my phone on the counter. Toya said no. So Jackie done ran out the door. Girl, the way that Toya got, not Toya, but Simone got up and ran outside to grab Jackie. I'm just hollering because I just think this is so funny. I'm like, y'all got the wrong person at the damn door, which is Toya. Toya don't give a fuck about none of them ladies. So if they choose to leave, then get the hell on. Nobody cares. Girl, I just thought that was just so funny to me. So Contessa lets everyone know that this is actually an intervention for y'all favorite girl, Miss Heavenly, okay, and her YouTube channel. Lord have mercy. Ooh, Anila says this is awkward and she doesn't like where it's going. And it's like, yeah, you only saying that because y'all good Judy style, y'all good friends. But when Heavenly does you and she does everybody else, we gonna see if you complain it. And I want somebody to snip this little scene where she says this is too much, it's awkward, she don't like it, whatever the case is, so y'all can spin the block and play it back for her ass. Because one thing about Heavenly, she gonna get everybody. And Heavenly is a equal opportunity. Get your ass together, okay? Equal opportunity, roast your ass and whatever else. She is very equal in what it is that she do. So, ma'am, your turn is coming, okay? TikTok. What else is going on? So Quiet calls them low down dirty people because Heavenly is going to feel ambushed. She says that she isn't saying the intervention is wrong. It's just their approach and how they're going about it, right? So they play a video. Girl, Heavenly came up in there. Heavenly sat her ass down. Girl, when they played this motherfucking video, I was screaming. I can't even remember everything Heavenly said, but y'all know how people have those comedy roast shows where they'll all come together and they'll roast one person. And they be friends of theirs, right? And they just roast one person, each person after. I feel like they did it on Comedy Central. Girl, no, this was everybody coming together to hear Heavenly roast all of their asses. And when I tell you it was so wrong, but I was laughing so motherfucking hard because it was so funny. And what made it worse was Heavenly was laughing at her own shit. And she was just like, like she just up here laughing at her own shit in their face, y'all. And I'm just over here cracking the hell up. Thank you so much, Phil, for the super chat. They did the same thing to Mariah. So when? You gotta remind me. Mariah ain't been on in a minute, so I just a little reminder. Thank you for the super chat. But yeah, I'm over here cracking the up. Okay. So Anila in the video talking about Quiet too, girl. It's the one thing about being on the live is somebody to hook, line, and sinker your ass into talking some shit about somebody, girl. So Anila said no, Quiet. Heavenly said something about Quiet in her face, okay, talking about her face or whatever. So Anila says, well, you know, that's what fillers do. And Quiet said, bitch, I ain't got no fillers. I ain't got no fillers, bitch. I'm the youngest bitch in here and the prettiest bitch in here. I said, let's go, Quiet. Couldn't nobody say nothing, girl. I said, let's go, Quiet. Quiet said, you ain't finna come for me. She was like, ha. But the thing is, I don't wear fillers. Okay, I'm the youngest bitch in here. And the prettiest bitch in here, too. I was like, ooh. Girl, Neela knew she ain't had no comeback. Yo, girl, sit back. No comeback, sit back. And be quiet, girl. See, let me say something, Miss Anila, girl. We like you and you cute. But you can't do what Heavenly do. Okay? And let this be a reminder that you can't. Scoot back. Okay? So, anyway, I said it's the fact that y'all watching Heavenly roast all y'all asses for me. And I know somebody in there thought that shit was funny. Like, y'all had to, because I was getting the kick out of it. So I just said Heavenly ate everybody up. Heavenly asked Contessa, so is this what you do? No. Is this what we doing though? Because I mean, girl, you ain't talked to me in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 months. You know what I'm saying? And do you want to turn around and have me up here in your house and you over here want to present a 5-minute video to everybody? Is that what we doing? Okay. So Heavenly was pissed off and she told her, you want to show this to everybody? Now I was kind of with Contessa on this when Contessa said, show it to everybody. BIT. What the hell you think? Where you think we got this from? Like, girl, you was already showing shit to everybody. So wait a minute, you mean to tell me that you can show shit, but I can't show shit? Okay, girl, it shouldn't be an issue for me to show people that you over there talking about what the fuck you saying about them, right? I mean, you already did this on a public platform. I'm just bringing it to a private space. I mean, girl, what's really going on? You felt comfortable talking this shit. So what's up? You don't want to talk about it in their face? So what? Like, who you be talking to online? Strangers, right? So girl, it was just a mess, honey. Understand? Then Heavenly says that I thought that she said something like, I thought we were friends. I thought we were real friends. Girl, stop it. And I'm sure Contessa thought the same thing. Everybody in there thought the same thing. And y'all, you over here dragging these ladies down to the social media. Girl, the way she sat up there and drug Curtis. Woo. I don't even remember what she said about the man, but I think she said Curtis done had so much S in his face. I'm sure Jackie, some. Girl, they put the camera on Jackie, girl, I fell out. I fell the hell out. That's just so funny to me, bruh. Goddamn. I loved it. I feel like it was in that moment because my guy told me, he was like, you know, you and Heavenly are similar. And I'm like, I ain't like Heavenly. But in that moment, the way she roasted their ass, I said, bitch, we just might be, goddamn. You know, we just might be with the jokes for sure, girl. Because she ate their ass up. Let's keep going, okay? So Simone, so I think Contessa and Heavenly were up here fighting, right? Or at least arguing or whatever. So Toya, first of all, Toya goes off on her and said, but you need to keep my marriage about your motherfucking name. I mean, keep my marriage about your mouth and all this other stuff. So Simone says, listen, I just want to focus. And Heavenly says, everybody talks about everybody. The only difference is, you know what I'm saying? What she said, the only difference is I do it in front of everybody. All y'all folks like to talk about each other behind each other back. So what's going on? So Heavenly tells her that her marriage is not, Contessa goes to Heavenly and say, my marriage is not funny. My marriage is funny to you. Is my marriage funny? It's not funny, Heavenly. It's not. So they're upset. She mad and stuff. Heavenly trying to hug on Contessa and bitch, I'm hollering. I said, not you trying to bear hug this lady. Like, what the fuck? Like, Contessa not rocking with you. She finna slang you in a minute. Now, she might be small, but don't get it twisted, okay? So this is what I love. Somebody wanted to go out in the hallway and talk. First, this is the first part. Here go Quad. Loved it. I said, Quad, you better sit back and shut the hell up and not take up for her in this moment because this really ain't got nothing to do with you. And she talks shit about you like she always do. Here go Dr. Jackie. Let them handle it. No. They need to handle it. Let them handle their own stuff. I said, finally, Jackie, you have rose to the occasion, girl, and shut the hell up. Because Jackie, for me, has always tried to defend Heavenly, in my opinion. So I love the fact that she was like, girl, this is the one time you ain't got shit to do with me, honey. I am getting older, and I'm not gonna keep getting up here in the middle of y'all bullshit. So when it come to them two outside that room, all they hooping and damn hollering, I didn't come over here for that. So if they gonna sort it out, let they sort it out over there. Don't come over here with it. And I was here for it. I was like, yes, Jackie, sit back and shut up and let them handle it. I loved how nobody really got the hell up. Okay, now at some point, I think Simone may have gotten up and tried to calm down on Contessa. So she went in there and she tried to talk to her or whatever. What else happened? So Contessa tells Heavenly that she don't need to be her friend if she thinks that her marriage is a joke. Okay, especially a joke to millions of people. So she says if her marriage is a joke, then so is hers. Speaking of Heavenly, like, girl, yours is a joke as well. So Heavenly says, girl, here's the thing though, you can't be mad at me. You're not mad at me, you mad at your husband. I said, oh my. Okay. And Dr. Jackie, we talked about that part. What else happened? So Heavenly feels like she ain't do nothing. Heavenly calls Simone a flip-floppy BIT and she's walking out the room, girl. They going up the stairs and Heavenly like, girl, I ain't talking to you on with you because you ain't nothing but a flip-flopping ass bitch. And then Simone said, no, I'm not. And I'm not a flip flopper, and I'm not one, and I'm not one. Heavenly said, "Girl, yes, you is." So they told me you playing this with them, you and Toya, what a dumb ass. So whatever. These ladies are crazy, okay? They are crazy. So they get upstairs. I think Heavenly ended up leaving. Quad over there talking to Toya, and I think it could have been Dr. Jackie or Simone, and then Anila. Anila's talking to Toya, really telling her that she didn't really like how everything went down. Some part of me was like, I hear you, Anila, but you ain't really been around long enough, girl. You just came in last season. Give it some time. We're gonna see if you're gonna say that, next season. Just give it some time. So Quad said Heavenly did say that she said, we all sat up here, we watched it, we witnessed everything that Heavenly had to say. So she was full of however, she felt as though it wasn't effective. That's what she said. She felt as though it wasn't an effective situation. So it seems like they may have to revisit this again. Now, in the previews, what I did see was Heavenly feeling so comfortable to go to Quad and apologize to her. But I'm wondering what happened after this incident between she and Contessa, to where she felt like she couldn't go to Contessa for an apology or go to her with an apology. So I'm wondering, maybe she tried and Contessa just didn't want it, but we'll see on the next episode. The other thing that's going to be interesting in the coming episode or thereafter, girl, is going to be Dr. Eugene and Anila husband kind of getting into it. I said, not Dr. What's her name? Anila husband getting a more fuller beard, girl, getting around the black folks, and then feel like he finna throw some shots. Girl, Eugene finna be ready for your ass. So you know he on pressure, honey. He got a whole lot of pressure on him, working all these jobs, dealing with these patients and stuff like that. Girl, he on your ass. And I'm like, hey, I'm gonna be tuned in. This is gonna be some messy shit here, girl. Well, either way, good luck. Let's see. You think Eugene mad at Toya and he putting it off on somebody else? The doctors knows Heavenly is damaged goods and to just ignore her childish ways. I guess so, yeah. Anila and Dr. Kieran showing up as U-Haul moving people took me out. Listen, that was so fucking messy. That was so messy. I'm trying to figure out who told her to wear that. Who told her to, girl? I'm looking forward to it. We love the mess, right? We love it.